How we doing, everybody? Going, gang. We are going to partake in this old classic. While I love first-person shooters, I think a lot of us kind of forget where the first-person shooter originally, where it first, you know, where it all began. And it all began right here with this game. I have this game on PC, but in my opinion, maybe because I've been playing it for so long, but I prefer it with the gamepad. And the gamepad, I could never get it to work right on the PC version. So I opted for the Xbox version of this game, Xbox 360 version. Because of ease of use, and I really didn't feel like, struggling with the controls. I really don't play it much on the PC anyway. I tried a few times, and I could never get the mouse and keyboard to work right. I just could get the keyboard controls to work right, and the keyboard controls were really old school, like how they were in 1992 when this game first came out. Yeah, this is a really old game. It came out right around the time, I think, when I was graduating from high school. Yep, I'm a boomer. I graduated high school in May of 1992. So this game goes way, way back. So here, we're gonna give it a shot here. We're just gonna play a new game. Now, I do not know. I don't think this includes the Spear of Destiny expansion. I don't think it does. I have that on the PC. This is just the OG original Wolfenstein 3D version. I think minus the Spear of Destiny expansion. I think. Don't quote me on that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't know. I mean, we're gonna play. We'll start from episode 1. I don't think we're gonna get through all of them tonight, but we're definitely gonna start from the beginning. I'm gonna say, can I play Daddy? No. Don't hurt me. Bring him on. We'll do Bring him on. See, this is very antiquated. Supposedly, this is the guard in your cell. You just killed him. Got his gun. Guess it doesn't let you kill the guard yourself, so. I haven't played this in a while, so I don't know the maps or anything. The jail cells. There's a way to quick turn around. Oh yeah, there is. You can run, hit the run button. That's it. The jail cell is just in. Supposedly there's a secret entrance here somewhere. One of these play things here. Now this was back when video games still had their balls. Newer games like the Sniper Elite series, they don't put the swastika in their games because it's like against their morals or something, which is fine and dandy, I guess. But you know, for some degree of authenticity, if you're fighting Nazis, it helps to have there's the symbol that they were most proud of, just so you have a very clear idea of who you're killing. You're not killing Germans, you're killing Nazis. Germans are people, Nazis are this slime of humanity. As Sean Connery once coined them in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Oh, there's a secret. Ooh, there's a shooter. Yeah. Now we're talking. The cool thing too, you can run all day long and you won't you won't get tired. I just came from that way. Trying to get out of this level. Ugh. I like the voice effects on this game. The other guys, they scream, Mein Leben. Remember that old game, the Doom 2? I remember we had it, or my dad, he bought it on the PC way back in 1994. And we finished that game together. We had, there was a secret level if you finish the game. The end of the game, the last level, you had to fight. I guess it was supposed to be the devil, like, you know, Satan. And it was in a room. If you killed a Satan, there was a secret entrance like behind him, and you went through there. You went to this secret level in the game. It was just one level, but it was supposed to be castle at Wolfenstein, and there are Nazis in there, Germans, that you basically played through that one level, and it was like a level like lifted off of this game. I thought that was pretty cool. I really don't know what I'm doing or where I'm going, so where I came in. I've been lucky so far, I haven't gotten hurt yet. I think this is the exit. Now that we know where the exit is, let's go get some more, we can find some more loot. Yeah, let's just get out of here. Let's just get out of here. Play around. Floor 1 completed. Hold on, let me take a bite out of crime here. Sorry, I had to turn my microphone off there for a little bit. I was eating my pizza. I didn't want you all to hear me just, chewing my food right in your ear. That'd be kind of like disgusting. All right. Let's save the game. My old games. Look how far back I played. No, I don't want to lose these. I'll keep these ones, okay? But, I'll still with this one. 2016, who cares about 2016? 2014, oh my goodness. That was on my old Xbox 360 from... God, that was almost 10 years ago. Like 8 years ago. Holy cow! Brings back some old memories. Now let's say over this one. Health. Dog. Dogs in this game, but they're Nazi dogs, so it's okay. Nazi dogs deserve to die. That they're huge. You got to do a lot of exploring levels. That's right. Ooh. Ooh. Damn dogs. This is why we're killing Nazis. Poor guy. And those poor people right there. That's why we're killing them. I have to confess, last night I was watching Schindler's List, the movie. And as I was watching that movie, I got this sudden urge. I wanted to kill me some Nazis, as that movie tends to bring that out. Bring those kind of emotions out of people, and then as I was watching that movie, I remembered, hey, I own this game. I'll stream it. And I thought, well, tonight is a good a night as any to stream it. So, it's already in here. Yeah, it's already in here. Secrets.
Oh.
This was another one of those games me and my dad used to play a lot back in the day. I mention my dad a lot in these, especially when I'm playing these older games, because my dad and I used to kind of grew up with my dad playing these computer games. I mentioned my dad when I was playing Wasteland a few weeks ago, and he's still alive. He's alive and kicking. We just saw him the other day, or was it yesterday? We went to visit him, and he's like, my dad's like 75 years old now, but I mean, he's still gaming too. He's a guy that, you know, he got me into most of his games. My dad essentially got me into gaming. He's the one who brought home the Atari 2600 back in 1979 when I was only, 5 years old. I remember I was just starting kindergarten when he brought that thing home. And oh shit. And I mean, that basically defined my entire life right there. It turned me into the gamer that I am today. When my dad brought home the Atari 2600 in 1979, and when he gave us the Commodore 64 for Christmas of 1982, you know, I can look back on those memories now, and here I am 40 some odd years later, I'm still playing video games. Brand new to me. See, you wanna keep the kid inside you alive as long as possible. You just get more out of life by enjoying things as if you were still a kid versus trying to mature too fast, try to grow up too fast, or forget your childhood, you know. And you can still be a grown-up and enjoy things as you would if you were a kid, you know. I'm only ranting right now because I'm lost. I don't know where the hell I went. I'm really not good at it. Rocking it old school. See, this is what we had to do back in the day. We didn't have like auto mapping or anything like that. See, back in the early 90s, whatever, people still had the society still had its balls, you know. They weren't quite as afraid to offend people back then like they are now. Nowadays, you got a game with a bunch of Nazis in it, they won't put the swastika on them because it's gonna offend anybody. Old school games like this just didn't give a shit, you know, they offend your ass. You're offended, and be offended, you know. Cope with your feelings, don't try to hide them. Don't try to hide from your emotions, you know. People nowadays are doing. One of my fondest sayings, you are not entitled to your feelings. Reality doesn't give a shit about your feelings. I don't know if these are explosive or not. Are they? Waste ammo on that. You guys are shooting me. These are hard to kill. What all the secrets are. Nazis. Kill them all. Ready? Here we go. That secret level I was telling you about from the Doom 2, it's full of these guys, these blue Nazis. What the hell? I don't know what I'm gonna run into. Ready. Already in this room. Let's go back this way. I get an extra life? I did. That one guy only shot him once. This guy had to shoot 3 times. What's up with that? Secrets in here. Secret passages. Nothing. Ah, there's one. Ammo, full health. Big maps, big map areas. Lost in. Oh shit. Get them when they come in.
Mein Leben! Mein Leben!
Alright, now I go back into some health. Of the health. Ah, right there. Food over here. You gotta remember this shit, like where you left the food, where you left more ammunition, things like that. That's why I didn't want to pick it up earlier, because I was at 99% earlier. 99% health. Go back and wait. Quickly.
Mein Leben!
Eating out. But you can kind of see, because this was the first ever first-person shooter, you can see where all the first-person shooter tropes kind of first got their ideas from, their beginning from. Gotta find the key, gotta find the food, the health, ammunition. This game, though, you actually do get, you know, like lives, you know, limited lives. Games like, you know, Doom, original Doom, you know, Doom 2, they didn't have, you know, limited lives. You can just get killed over and over again in that game until you. Shit. Lots of food in here now. So this game is really old school. You know, you only get so many lives before the game is over. Not saying it's a better game. It's just they didn't play around back in the 90s. Back in the early 90s, man, we had it. Hey, you kids today just don't know, you know, but I'm being facetious, obviously. You kids today, quote unquote, can play any of these old school games. Not like you don't know. It's just it's just a funny saying. I'm just playing around. Don't listen to my fucking boomer ass. You know, I'm just being a boomer. I'm being old. Secret passages. In here. Hold on, gotta take a bite out of crime again. Alright. Had to turn the mic off again because I was eating. But that's the second time I said that tonight. You gotta take a bite out of crime. Okay, you get bonus points if you can if you can guess where that quote comes from. Take a bite out of crime. Pause for a moment while you Google it. I'm teasing. Okay, I'll just say it. If you guessed McGruff, the crime dog, from those commercials in the 1980s, 1990s, then you would be correct. McGruff, the crime dog, was it's for kids, obviously. It was this little cartoon, like a cartoon of a dog wearing this inspector, like a gadget type of like a trench coat and a hat. He wore a hat, like a what do you call it? A fedora type hat, I guess. And yeah, these little commercials on the Saturday morning like cartoons, back when we had Saturday morning cartoons, and I forget exactly how they went. If you go on YouTube, type in McGruff the crime dog. Actually, let's do that right now. McGruff the crime dog. He was this silly guy here. See if I can find one of his videos and I'll play it over the microphone so you guys can hear this. I'm just playing around tonight because it's like, you know, my live stream. I can do what I want. McGruff the crime dog. There he is. Oh, he had an album out too. Look at this guy. Here we go. Hold on. pause the game here. Here, let's turn the music down all the way.
That's Jenny. But that's not Jenny's dad. If she gets into that car, you may be looking at Jenny for the last time. I'm McGruff, the crime dog. Let me show you something. See that playground? A lot of kids there. Every day in this country, 60 kids disappear. Some run away, but a lot are kidnapped by strangers or even by people they know. Almost 20,000 kids a year. 20,000 kids. One kid at a time. Maybe your kid. On your street. Just like Jenny. You know, your kids can learn to protect themselves against crime at home, at school, on the street. Very nice going, Jenny. She's gonna tell her folks about this. And you can write to McGruff. Learn how to keep your family and your community safe and help take a bite out of crime.
Sunday Morning Funny starring Laurel and Hardy now continue.
Shucks. That's where I got it from. McGruff the Crime Dog commercials. And actually, I was incorrect. He doesn't wear a hat. Or maybe he wears a hat in some of the other commercials I saw of his. But I know you couldn't see it, but if you YouTube the search engine on YouTube for McGruff the Crime Dog, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's this old school commercial, like a live action commercial, but they inserted this little cartoon character in there, McGruff the Crime Dog. He kind of reminds me of I think they took their inspiration from Columbo. Does anybody in here know who Columbo is? He's it was an old school TV show from the early, like 1971, I think is when it came out. Yeah, the early 1970s. Columbo was this like a detective. He solved crimes and all that stuff. And he's like the world's smartest, one of the world's smartest like detectives. And the guy looks like he dresses like almost like a hobo, he looks like a bum basically. And that was what was so cool about him, was because he would go to all these hoity-toity rich people who just killed somebody, and high society people, right? And he just looked like some dude off the street, and he's like solving crimes, and and the cool thing about those Columbo TV shows is that we already know who the killer was. It's not really a mystery. The joy of those shows wasn't watching or wasn't trying to figure out who done it. We know who done it, like right from the very beginning, right? And but the whole the joy of watching that show was watching Columbo, like solve the crime and piece together all the evidence and corner the perpetrator, so to speak, the person who did the crime, and basically watching Columbo catch them, or was it get them, especially to get them to confess, like in those Scooby-Doo like cartoons, where they said, I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids. That's kind of what the bad guys do in those Columbo TV shows. So but yeah, that's who that McGruff the Crime Dog reminds me of, is Columbo. So okay, my rant's over. Turn the music on again. Turn it on so loud this time. Here we go. Okay. In the game. Let's save the game, right? Save early and save often. I'm just gonna save over our current game, so I don't remember these levels. I haven't played in a while. So how long do I play these, right? 2016? It was like 6 years ago already, holy cow. That's what getting old is all about, folks. Your time just passes you by and you just forget it. Next thing you know, it's like 6 years later. I believe it's been 6 years since I played this game. I think if you pick the higher like difficulties, the loot you collect earns you more points. Guys you kill, I think, too. Where I came in, so. For a bit. Nazi coming this way. Springing into our trap here. Boom. Now the AI, the artificial intelligence on these enemies in this game are very, very primitive. Basically, they line up to get shot, you know. This is what's considered a very, like a bare bones experience, you know, gaming experience. Very bare bones here. The graphics, you can tell, are pretty primitive. Level design is, I think it's pretty cool. How large the levels can be in this game. I know they. I think they even released like a map editor for the PC version. You can like create your own levels. Don't quote me on that, but I would imagine they would anyway, because this game is originally it was written in DOS. It was a DOS based computer game. And of course, DOS-based computer games have DOS-based graphics. And this one, I think you even had to use the DOSBox app on computers or operating systems that were later than Windows XP. Don't quote me on that either, because I'm not as well versed in my computer history, especially when it comes to the Windows operating systems. What I do know is that Windows XP was amazingly, it was very, you know, it was a stable operating system. It rarely crashed after the security pack. I think Security Pack 3 was the last one for XP, and there was Security Pack 1, Security Pack 2, Security Pack 3 was the last one for Windows XP, and before those you would get that blue screen of death, which was most prominent on Windows Millennium, Windows ME. Which I owned back in the year 2000. had Windows ME. I still have Windows ME. I don't use it. Who the hell would, you know, nowadays. Windows ME was terrible. It crashed so often. You got that blue screen of death so often. That when Windows XP came out, everybody was just raising it to high heaven because it was much more sturdier, much more of a stable operating system than Windows ME was. Oh shit! Oh, that guy hurt me. God. Alright, I need food now. Shit. Okay. That guy was waiting for me. Go back and find some food, some health or something. See, kids, nowadays we have Call of Duty, even Halo. You can just go find a quiet place and sit there for a moment and you'll get your health back. This games like old school, you know, Doom and Doom 2, didn't have that luxury. You had to go find, you know, med packs and things like that. Like we do in this game here. I think Halo CE, Halo Classic Edition, whatever you want to call it. I think that was the one that gave you the regenerative health. I think, don't quote me on that either. I think that was the one that where you first saw that health regen, where you basically just go sit in a corner and just wait for your health to go back up. I think Halo was the first game to do that. Every other game that came out since kind of followed suit. Gotta go back to where that place was where I almost got killed. I think this is the end of the level, so let's go back and find that. Where I almost got killed. The guy got the jump on me. Wasn't here, okay. This poor guy. Left him in there to rot. There it is. What I was looking for. Health now. Keep expecting these guys, one of them to come out swinging his axe at you. Damn Nazi dogs. They're dog food. loot in here. Good entrances here. You need the key to exit the level. Later on, the levels get more complicated, and you gotta go search for. I think you search for multiple keys to get past later levels. I think we trace steps here, go back to that other door, all the way at the other end of the map. I think that's the exit. I forget what I was talking about earlier, something about Windows XP or something, but here we go. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Cool, when you kill them in the doorway, they block the doorway. Ah, there's a secret right here. Loot. Extra life, yay! Key to the exit. There's another guy. Oh, he did. Lying in wait for me. I think I got them all. Almost at 100,000 points here. Alright, I'm gonna take another bite out of crime here. Give me a second. Alright, I'm back. Save early, save often. Lying wait. Oh. YouTube and Twitch will even allow me to post these videos because there's Nazi symbols on. What was really cool about this game is that the enemies, they will, I follow you. They see you. Like, say those guys, if I opened the door and ran away, ran across the map, they would follow me across the map. Like I said, you know, very primitive AI in this game, but it starts somewhere, you know. I'm wearing headset, so the cool thing about that is that you can hear their voices far away a lot better, I think, on a headset than I could on my surround system on my TV.
Mein Leben!
Blue guys, you gotta shoot them quick. Don't let them get a shot off, or they're gonna blast you. Nazi dogs. Try to remember where your health is. In case something happens and you get hurt later on, you can come back and find it. Oh, there's some health in here. This area. Lots of health in here too. The same room. Oh, as I was saying earlier, it's so easy to get turned around in these maps, these levels, because as you can see, everything kind of looks the same. Makes it a bit harder to memorize where everything is. I mean, not for everybody, I'm sure. Always a gamer out there that's better than me. I don't claim to be very good at video games. I just been enjoying them for a long time. Like I said earlier, I started gaming when I was 5 years old. And I'm 48 now, so it's been a while. I've been gaming for a while. But I remember, this is true story, when I was a baby, we're talking like maybe 1 year old or less, I remember laying in my crib. I remember I had this dream about Atari 2600 version of Night Driver. But get this, see, I was a baby. So I was like 1 year old. I was born in 1973. Hence my screen name, Zelmo 1973. So this had to have been like 1974, maybe 1975. And so it had to have been like one of those, what do you call them, premonitions? It's that stuff you only read about in like freaking books and, or it's a bunch of like fiction, But apparently I had a premonition about a video game. I was a baby. Didn't even know what the hell a video game was back then. Where am I supposed to go here? And it was just, you know, fascinating. And I only remember this because it was one of those like deja vu moments where
Mein Leben.
this guy. I don't know if you've ever had a deja vu moment where you never forget it. That's the thing. Is I remember all these years later, I still remember that because years later when my dad brought home the Atari 2600, we had a bunch of these like video games that came with it. One of them was Night Driver. And I remember as a 5-year-old kid, wasn't that much older, I remembered having that dream when I was a baby. Or when I was a little kid. And I remember, that wasn't the only time that happened either. I remember when I was maybe in the 2nd grade, I had no, I'd been older than that. No, it was about the 2nd grade, 2nd or 3rd grade. I remember I had a friend, around that time, or no, about a year before I met him in school. I want to say the 2nd or 3rd grade when I met him. But I remember I had this dream of him, this kid, that at the time I didn't know who it was. He was standing over me, kind of looking down at me, and the sun was behind his head. So I could see his face, but the sun was behind his head. So he was like, kind of like illuminated from like behind, you know, in the dream. And a year later, you know, I met this kid. We were out playing. It was in the wintertime. We were sliding on the ice, you know, like running and then sliding out on the ice at the ice rink at school. And as I was sliding on the ice, I slipped and I fell hard. I hit the back of my head on the ice, and man, that shit hurt. And I'm laying there, you know, and I'm a little kid, you know, so I'm crying my eyes out because my head fucking hurts so bad. And I open my eyes, and my friend's looking down at me with the sun behind his head. And I remember I was so shocked by that I stopped crying right away. And again, that was another one of those, like, you know, deja vu moments. So that dream I had was like they call it a premonition. And I mean, I don't know how common that sort of thing is, but how often that happens to other people, it's just cool that it happened to me, you know. I mean, and it's all anecdotal, you know. I mean, I can, you know, I have no way of proving my story to you. I'm just telling it to you. If you believe me or not, that's your choice. But I can't be the only one that this sort of thing happens to. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go this way. Go this way. Now we're going the right way. Sorry, I was like trying to tell him a story, and then here I was, getting lost. These guys can take... Oh shit. Right. Big time. Lose one of my lives here. This helped quite a bit. How much you want to bet on a map? This thing is shaped like a swastika. Kind of see it. Eating their dog food. Secret passage. In here. Yeah, if you ever had a premonition, man, just leave it in the comments. Like, tell us about it and stuff. This guy, this is... Heard another guy in there. Back. The door to get out. All right. I didn't find all the secrets, but that's okay. Save early, save often. The dog opened doors. There's another dog.
Mein Leben!
Shit.
Mein Leben!
You're early. Secrets. Ah! There's one. Got another life. Loot.
Oh!
Another thing, my short-term memory is terrible. So, playing a game like this where you gotta remember where you've been, where you went, yeah, it's not so easy for us. Some people have great memory. I have great long-term memory. As I was just explaining to you, remembering things from when I was a baby, remembering things from when I was in the second grade or third grade or whatever. But I mean, I could not tell you where the hell I left off here. Have I gone this way before? I must have, because I killed that guy, so. There's a secret, okay. No, I don't. behind old Adolf here. Adolf. Adolf rhymes with Azov. Have you heard of the Azov battalion? Azov, A-Z-O-V battalion. Google those guys. Might surprise you if you're standing with a certain certain oligarchy over there in East Europe right now. I challenge you to Google and do your research. May surprise you. Where I came in. Alright, here's a game we can play. Let's name off some really good Nazi killing movies. Movies about killing Nazis. Gosh, there's so many because killing Nazis is such a it's just a satisfying thing to do, you know. Where Eagles Dare with Clint Eastwood and that British guy I never liked. Was it Richard Burton? Yeah, Richard Burton. I think it's Richard Burton. Yeah, that's a good one. A lot of Nazis get killed in that movie. Longest day. Never seen The Longest Day. That's a great one. They used to show the longest. They used to show that movie on like the Disney Channel, the actual Disney Channel, the old cable channel from the 1980s. And they would show a colorized version of the longest day on that. And that was a kids channel. You know, you're watching Mickey Mouse, watching, you know, Donald Duck, Goofy, cartoons. They would show Ozzie and Harriet on there. And then every June 6th, you know, anniversary of D-Day, they would show the longest they'd show that movie. Keep going. Anyway, yeah. Longest Day. That's another good. Oh shit. Nazi killing movie. And then you got the obvious, Saving Private Ryan. There's an old one from the 70s called Cross of Iron. That's a good one. It's with the director Sam Peckinpah, the one he was best known for The Wild Bunch. That's what made Sam Peckinpah famous. But Cross of Iron came out in 1977, same year as the first Star Wars movie. And that one's about where the protagonists are German army. They're not Nazis. Um, Actually, the Nazis are the bad guys in that movie too, when you think about it, because the protagonist, some German guy, I forget his name in that movie, but it's played by that actor. Oh, his name's like right there on the tip of my brain. I can't remember. Shucks. But anyway. He's at odds with this, the bad guy in the movie is this SS officer, anyway, they're in the Eastern Front. They're fighting the Russians in that movie. And that was the last movie that we ever saw actual T-34 Russian battle planes. I guess they had some authentic ones laying around, and they used them in that movie. And that's a great one though. It's called Cross of Iron. Highly recommend you check that one out. A lot of Nazis get killed in that movie. I'd say Inglourious Bastards, the Quentin Tarantino movie. But it's a Quentin Tarantino movie. It's not really a war movie. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. And I never seen the original Inglourious Bastards movie. There's another one, Kelly's Heroes. That one I really didn't care for. It was kind of a comedy. But the one good thing about that movie, Kelly's Heroes, I think Clint Eastwood's in it, but that's not the reason why. The best part about that movie is Archie Bunker's in that movie. He plays a general, and he actually does a pretty good job in his role in that movie. Just because it's Archie Bunker. Freaking Carol O'Connor was the shit back in the day. Fucker. My ass kicked here. Not yet. I need health. I don't want to advance to the next level with health so low. Go back and look for some food or something. That'll help. Let's see. I'm trying to think what other Nazi killing movies there are. What are the good ones? I mean, it's not a movie, but was it Band of Brothers? Was pretty good. That TV show about Easy Company was on HBO. That one had a good body count. I think my health's high enough. I remember how to get out of here. Yeah, that's right here. Anyway, killing Nazis. I know there's a lot of them out there. A lot of old movies. Oh, Patton. Remember Patton? With it's about General Patton. Like a biopic type movie. It starred George C. Scott as General Patton. That was a good one. Really good one. A lot of Nazis get killed in that movie. What else? I'll have to think about it. Save early? Save often. Blatant about all these swastikas, aren't they? This game. One way out. Looking for secret passageways. Start over here. I can't think of any other movies right now. I mean, the one I watched last night, Schindler's List. Had notches in it, but I don't really see a whole lot of them getting killed. See, the rule was Nazi killing moves.
Mein Leben! Mein Leben!
Yeah, so you don't want to let those guys get shot off. This game does not bless you with, you know, bulletproof vests or anything like that. Or, I mean, maybe it does later on in other episodes, but I've only ever played this episode, to be honest with you. In all these years, my dad had a shareware version of this game way back in the day. The shareware version only had one episode, and it was this one. So this is literally the only episode I've ever played.
Mein Leben! Oh! Oh! Oh!
Notice how quiet I get when I'm in, you know, deep concentration. Again, I'm not a multitasker by...
Oh!
I suck at multitasking. I shouldn't have grabbed it. I really want my wife to jump in on these live streams with me because, you know, it's really hard to keep, you know, talking when you're all by yourself. I'm very talkative when someone else is in the room. Because I've been in sales for over 20 years now. Mainly retail sales, but you know, it's funny because before I got into sales, you know, back in the late 90s, I was quite an introvert. Introverts are people who, they're kind of cagey, you know, they don't talk much, keep to themselves, kind of mousy. You know, they're shy, they're quiet, they're in their little shells, in their little worlds. We all know at least one if we're not ourselves. Thing is, I am an introvert in a lot of ways. Even now, but I could just be it could just be because I'm getting old. I like to stay home, chill. I don't really like to really go out much anymore. Unless it's with my wife and we're going somewhere. Like when on our anniversary, we went to Texas Roadhouse. And we had to order some margaritas, and it was the first time I ever seen my wife get drunk. It was so funny, so cute. She was like, she looked like she got really sleepy, and she never had a margarita before. And these are some good margaritas. These were like, the one I had was had tequila in it. Hers had brandy in it, I think. And I tried some of hers. Yeah, it was pretty heavy. Mine was really light because it was tequila. It had that Patron tequila in it, so it was really good. And I did get faded a bit, but mine wore off really quick. It's what I would call a light drink. Hers was like really heavy. Tried some of hers, I was like, damn, that's a strong ass drink. And I didn't drink all mine because we drove there. I had to drive back, so I drive back home, and we had to wait till I came down a bit, which is funny because you know, I was being responsible. I was being responsible, and the prime rib I really helped too. I'm lost. I don't know where to go. Let's go this way. Oh yeah, because I didn't go to those other doors yet. Go into this one. Follow the corpses, I guess. Oh, I think I remember. I remember now. This game would be so much easier if it did, you know, auto mapping for you. I think tomorrow night I'm gonna do a live stream of the Bard's Tale. It's part of the Bard's Tale trilogy. I have the Bard's Tale on my computer and on Xbox Series X. I'm just gonna do it on the Xbox, I think, because my live streams on the Xbox tend to turn out a lot more. They're not as clunky as on the PC. I'm still trying to hammer out the technical difficulties I'm having with my PC live streams. I'm mainly having problems on there with my microphone. The last one I did on PC was a few nights ago. I did that American Truck Simulator, and you cannot hardly hear me at all. That microphone I'm using, it's I don't know why it's so quiet now. I think it did some kind of an update, and now it's a lot quieter. It did that to me before when I streamed Civilization 6. If you watch my Civ 6 live stream, you'll see it. There's actually two of them. 2 parts, part 1 and part 2. And on that one, you can see the microphone is. Yep, I turn it all the way up just to hear me. If you listen on headphones, yeah, you hear me pretty good, but if you got your headphones turned all the way up, most people do, I think. But when I do it on the headset, the mic's like right there, and you can hear me just oh, you can hear me clear as day.
Oh! Oh! Mein Leben! Mein Leben!
Blew his guts out. Alright, got some much needed food. Much needed health. I think I've found it. Let's get out of here. Good.
Mein Leben!
Get me, so. Gotta get the last of that grub. If I can go to the next level, 100% health. What I really would love to see is a remaster of the original GoldenEye N64 game on the Xbox. Remember about 10 years ago they did a remaster of was it Perfect Dark from the Nintendo 64? And that was a really good port they did. I have it on Rare Replay, and I also own the original version they remastered for Xbox 360. I might try to do a live stream of that too someday. Pretty soon. And finding the secrets at level. Save early, save often. Look, I'm on the same where I left off 8 years ago, 7 years ago. I can't believe it's been that long since I played this game. Get him as they open the door. Watch. Come at me, bro. Oh shit. Lives, you know. Next time I live stream this game, I might try the PC version. Just to give you an idea of how difficult it was to play on just the keyboard. Difficult for me anyway. Like I said, there's games out there that are way better than I am. Especially on... Oh, here we go. Some people are really good at computer games with, you know, keyboard and mouse. Me, I'm not the best, but I mean, I don't pretend to be either, so. One game I want to live stream sometime soon is Ghost Recon Wildlands. And I have, on the PC version, I have the complete version of that. With all the, what do you call it? All the DLC. The one I have on the Xbox, it doesn't have, like Narco Road and the other one. Okay, ambush me. there. Gotta look for the key. Can't open that door without the keys. With one turn of that key. What key? That key. Who's taking the key? Yep. Get bonus points if you can guess which movie I quoted that part from. I'll give you time to Google it. I'll say it again. With one turn of that key. What key? That key. Who's taking the key? You guessed True Lies. Arnold Schwarzenegger. That 1995 movie. You would be correct. I was quoting the villain in that movie. I forget his name. Arab guy. Middle Eastern guy. See, goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like back in the 90s, nobody gave a shit about your feelings. Nobody gave a shit if you got offended. Not as much anyway. Well, obviously, back then, people were complaining about how that movie, True Lies, how it portrayed, Arabs, Middle Eastern folks. That's just how it was back then. Back in them days, in the 90s, people would just put out movies and do comedy. Really good comedy with no apologies. They would do it. Remember when Braveheart came out that same year, 1995? Mel Gibson. Some of the main villains, antagonists in that movie. One of them was the son of the king, the prince. He was a gay guy, had a gay lover, and the prince, he was rather how should we say nicely, effeminate. The guy was a wimp, okay, but he was a wimp, kind of girly. Basically a stereotype. And the gay community back then, they got offended by that for obvious reasons. And they demanded an apology from Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson refused. Because it's Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson's a Jew-hating asshole. Among other things. When he's had a few too many, when he gets drunk, he starts hating on them Jews, Right? I don't know if you heard that story when he got pulled over. He was drunk driving, cops pulled him over. And there was a video of Mel Gibson just ranting and raving about the Jews, Hollywood, and how the Jews are owning everything, and yada yada yada, and being a real prick, So, you know, you're not going to get an apology from Mel Gibson. That's what my joke's about. So, but back then, you know, in the 90s, people had thicker skin back then, you know?
Mein Leben! Mein Leben!
And nowadays, you can't offend anybody. You just can't do it. Your feelings are too important now. It's all about your feelings. Feelings can't get hurt. You have to be coddled. You have to be cushioned. You have to be, you know, very in touch with your feelings in this day and age. And, you know, the bad part about that is now we're living in this generation of pussies, essentially. I mean, there are sissies out there. Entire sissy generation that's not gonna know how to cope with their feelings when they do get offended. You know, I mean, I had to do it when I was growing up. You know, when I was a kid growing up in the 80s, late 70s, or early 80s. You know, I mean, people didn't apologize back then. I mean, yeah, you get offended, but I mean, no one was around to say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I'm sorry you didn't like my joke, you know, I mean, you didn't have that back then. And that was some of the best comedy in the world came out of that era, the 80s and the 90s even. I heard too there's an episode of Seinfeld which got pulled because supposedly it was racist against Puerto Ricans or something. They don't even show it on Netflix, you know. They're showing all the Seinfeld episodes on Netflix now, except for that one. And I heard that one was hard to find that one now, if you can even find it at all. I'm not even sure if the box set of the DVD or the Blu-ray has that episode in it. And I mean, look, we're talking about Seinfeld here. I mean, that's about the most milquetoast, you know, unoffensive tripe out there is the Seinfeld show. I mean, it was edgy to a point. And it touched on a few touchy points, like my favorite one of my favorite episodes was the one where Jerry Seinfeld and George Costanza were they're trying to do their TV show, I guess. Their pretend TV show, which is basically, it was mocking the actual Seinfeld show. And I forget what it was. Someone did a review. No, someone was doing an interview with them of Seinfeld, and George was there, I guess, in his apartment or something, and I don't remember all the details of this, but anyway, she put an ad, or the article she wrote was basically saying that Jerry Seinfeld and George Costanza, they were a gay couple, and then, and then freaking George Costanza, he's like, now everybody's gonna think that we're gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that, you know. And it was like, that was the whole catchphrase throughout the whole show. The whole episode was, every time they said something was gay or it looked gay, and they would say, not that there's anything wrong with that, you know. I love that one because it was so. It was just, I don't know, it was a funny episode. Edgy to a point is what I'm saying. It wasn't it wasn't making fun of gay people or anything like that. It was kind of making more fun of being homophobic, which is always funny. Homophobics are funny people. Me and my wife were out driving earlier today, and I had a Judas Priest song playing on the car stereo. There it is. And my wife's Filipino, so she doesn't really, she's not really that familiar with American, or well, in Judas Priest's case, British heavy metal. So she didn't know about Rob Halford, being a gay guy. Rob Halford came out in 1995. So, I mean, like, before it was cool to be gay. I mean, it was like, now it's such a trend where it's like, say an actor or an actress in Hollywood is, their career is kind of lagging. They'll come out of the closet. I'm gay. I'm a lesbian. To get more attention, I guess. They conveniently come out right around the time when their career's starting to kind of lag a bit, But Rob Halford, Judas Priest, he came out at a time when it wasn't cool to do that. When he came out of the closet, that was brave. That was actually brave of him to do so publicly, at that time. And I forget why he did it. It was just, I think he was just, I think his reason was actually genuine. He was basically tired of living a lie, so he told the world, I'm gay, I'm a homosexual. So when he did it, it was, his career wasn't like lagging. Judas Priest was still putting out albums in 1995. Oh, look at that. Okay, you get the bonus points if you 100% at a level. But okay. Oh, you get achievements for that too. Look at that. Save early, save often. But anyway, I was talking about the Seinfeld episode, and to a larger point, I was talking about the 1990s. Being so unapologetic. And it was just, I think it was just more of a more fun time those days. Whereas nowadays, everybody's walking on eggshells. You can't talk about things that might be considered offensive. A game like this, for example, going back to my point earlier, where you're killing these Nazis and there's swastikas everywhere. I mean, a game like this probably couldn't be made nowadays without some anti-defamation league or whatever getting on somebody's case over it. Shit. Got me good. Big time. Need ammo. Health.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
I'm not looking so good, am I? Ooh, what's that? Ooh, yeah. Now we're talking. I like this gun. But getting back to my point, though, I wasn't saying that 1990s were necessarily a a better time than it is today, but you certainly had a lot more freedom back in those days to say what you want. You know, people were not quite as hypersensitive about things as they are nowadays. I have a key. Gotta find a key. Guess where auto mapping would come in handy. Hold on a second, let me get something. One second here. I'm back. Sorry, I was getting thirsty. Grab another Pepsi out of the fridge. So. Mm-hmm. I keep thinking I have to work tomorrow, but I don't. My son's got an appointment. Doctor's appointment. I still have to get up early tomorrow, but it's not. I can't handle it. You're looking for that key, remember? But yeah, going back to the Seinfeld thing, who was your favorite character on that show? Most people say it's Cosmo Kramer, other people say it's George Costanza. My personal favorite though was Elaine. She was so freaking hilarious, man. Remember Elaine had that her freaking boyfriend was that big guy. He was like kind of like a doofus. His comebacks were awesome. He'd say to him, "You're stupid." He'd say, I'm not stupid. You're stupid. You know? Something like that. I'm gonna start doing that on with a Facebook and Twitter, getting arguments with people. Oh, I'm not stupid. You're stupid.
Mein Leben!
All right, that's a ticket. Get out of here. I remember where the door was. Here? No, it was back that way. I mean, all the characters were good. All the characters were funny. But to me, Elaine was the funniest, just because she was like such a. I guess she would be the liberal on that show. She was always like about, you know, PETA and like that, and being a vegetarian, I think, or something. I think she was a vegetarian on that. I can't remember. Good enough. I 100%ed the kills. Awesome. Save early. Save often. I will say this. This is the furthest I've ever been on this game. Cool music. This must be the end. Oh. I'm gonna cheat. I think I know how to kill that guy. Gotta use the cover. Alright, try again. I gotta be 100% health to kill this guy. Are there bulletproof vests? Let's see here. Got him! Okay, I cheated. I don't care. You cheat on Elden Ring. Yeah, those Elden Ring gatekeepers. They're so funny. Saying you're not playing the game right unless you don't use bleed or whatever.
Yeah!
Yeah! Code KKA, what's that? I don't get it. What's that code KKA mean? Interesting. Yeah, I got that big ass machine guns. Congratulations, you run out of the castle and hook up with the underground. They inform you that the rumors were true. Some hideous human experiments were seen around Castle Bullhammer. So Operation Eisenfaust is real. You must journey there and terminate the maniacal Dr. Shabs before his undead army marches against humanity. More Wolfenstein. And in episode 3, Hitler hides in his Titanic bunker as the Third Reich crumbles about him. It is your job to assassinate him, ending his mad reign. And if you like Wolfenstein, you'll love the prequel trilogy of nocturnal missions. 30 more action-packed, super challenging levels. Nice. Even unlocked. Escape from Wolfenstein. I've never done this before. You're here to witness it. You saw that? I got my game achievement. That means I never done this before. Leaderboards. I'm not even. I wouldn't even be in the top 100. Real people. Would I be in the top 100? I wonder. Probably not. I sucked in that one. Dooku 64. Not even the top 250. I bet I didn't even place it all, or rank it all. Look at this. I think this guy, 1 nut, 79. He only has 1 nut. These things are hilarious. Redneck, the Godfather. Metal Queen 730, I bet she's cool. Biscuit. Oh, that's be the top 500. Come on, man. I didn't even rank. How much I suck. Yeah, not even the top 500. Eh, done. Well, that was episode 1. Yeah, I'm gonna probably end the live stream here. This is a good stopping point. It being the first episode, that took a while, almost about 3 hours. If you folks were following the entire live stream, hey, thanks for watching. I hope you had fun. This was fun. I've been meaning to finish this first episode for quite a while now, and there's so many more now that like we can definitely make a series out of this. But yeah, I mean, this is the first ever first-person shooter. Wolfenstein 3D was the first one. Paved the way for all other first-person shooters to follow. So any first-person shooter game you play, whichever one is your favorite, owes everything to this game. This game was the first one to do it. And as we saw, it's still fun to play, even despite its age, despite its old graphics. Still, the gameplay is what it's all about. And this one has some of the best gameplay, even for its time, even of all time. It's still a fun game to play. Yeah, it's aged very well, in my opinion. Yeah, it's got old school graphics, but the gameplay, again, the gameplay is where it's at. And if a game can be this fun after so many years, we call those types of games timeless. Timeless classics. So, yeah, tune in next time. I think tomorrow I'm gonna play the Bard's Tale. We'll start a new game on that one. I didn't get very far with my game anyway, so we'll just start a new one. And that game has auto mapping. We were talking about that earlier tonight, and you'll see where that comes in handy. Where it would probably come in handy in a game like this, but you didn't want to make this game too easy, right? So, but yeah, we're gonna stop here, and again, thanks for watching. Have yourself a nice rest of your day, and I will see you on the flip side. I'm out of here. Peace.